Today we're going to show you how to make the best espresso using your Breville machine. So whether you're new to making coffee or you just want to dial in your technique, we've got you covered. Let's go. First things first, let's turn on the machine. Typically your machine's going to take a couple of minutes to get to the optimal temperature, so while it's heating up, let's go get ready. Make sure we keep our water reservoir topped up with filtered water. Clean, fresh water will make all the difference in your espresso's taste, so let's fill that up and have it ready to go. Next, gather everything you'll need for the coffee process. We've got our scales, portafilter, tamp, jug, coffee, and a cloth as well. Having everything ready is going to make the process so much smoother. Make sure that you have coffee in your grinder already. I've already popped some Midnight in there, so we are all ready to go there. Next, we're going to place our portafilter onto our scale. I'm actually going to pop this extra Breville gadget on there. All it does is keep your grounds all contained in here and not spilling off. So I'm going to place in our scale, tear that off, and once we're ready to go, place into the little grinding area. And once we're ready, we're going to give it a little push and it's going to start grinding. Alrighty, that's all finished grinding. So we're going to take it out and place on our scales. And we're looking for around that 18 grams. Beautiful, 18.1. Now we're going to tamp. So we're going to align our thumb along the tamper. We're going to line our other hand along the portafilter, leverage it on the side of a bench and give it one big push from our shoulder down, making sure that we have a nice straight level. Big push and take out. This is when I'm going to take off this little Breville gadget, wipe away any excess coffee on the sides and place in our group head. So we're always making sure we're placing it at a 45-degree angle, giving it a nice big pull so it's all sealed so the water can evenly extract. We're going to tear off our cup, place it underneath and straight away click that double cup button. We're looking for about a 25 to 30 second time extraction. I actually have that inbuilt into my scale, so I've already pressed that. Otherwise, just grab your phone and we can time it that way. Now that's done, we're going to weigh it off, and it is about that 38 mils that we're looking for. Remember, when it's pouring, we want to look for that really deep dark brown color at the start, and as it finishes, that really light creamy crema color as well. So if that ran too short or too long, we're going to need to make some grind adjustments. If it went over 30 seconds or it ran too long, we're going to need to bring that grind coarser. And if it ran too short, we need to bring that grind finer. Make small adjustments and then test again. So now our coffee's poured. Before we move on to anything else, we're going to take out our group head and dump out that coffee either into the bin, or I have a little home knot box in there. Going to give it a bit of a wipe out as well. Make sure it's nice and clean. Purge some water through our group head, and that's just going to ensure that no coffee grounds get stuck where they're not meant to. Now that we've brewed our espresso, let's head on to milk. It can be a little bit tricky, so practice does make perfect here. We're using Bannister Downs milk, but any full fat kind of creamy milk will do, or alternative milks as well. So when we're steaming our milk, what we really want to be looking for is that whirlpool or vortex in our jug. The way we're going to get that is by making sure our steam wand is following the edge of our jug. So we're going to purge a little bit of hot water out. Sometimes it does take a little bit longer on these home machines, so just give it a bit of time. Alrighty, purged a little bit. Let's turn that off. Grab our jug, grab our milk. Again, pour to about spout height. Make sure we're placing our jug underneath our steam wand so that it's underneath our milk line. On the side, and we're going to turn it on. You're going to hear a high-pitched screechy noise. We don't want that. Lower your jug until you hear a slight hissing noise. This is what is going to froth your milk. Try angling your jug as well to help that vortex come along. As soon as you find that position and your milk is flowing in that whirlpool motion, the more you do of the hissing noise, the frothier your coffee is going to be. The less you do of that hissing noise, the less frothy your milk is going to be. So depending on whether you're making a flat white, a latte, cappuccino, will be dependent on kind of how much froth you want. We're going to try and aim for about a 65-degree cup of coffee. Optimal drinking temperature is about 62 as well. So here you can get a temperature gauge, you can get stickers that go onto the side of your jug as well that really help to control the temperature. So once we get to temperature here, I'm just going to bring it back up, hold it for a little bit longer, and then turn it off. Make sure we're completely waiting till it's turned off. Take out the jug, and straight away we are wiping it down. Big pet peeve and mistake is letting that milk sit on your steam wand, because it will just heat up, corrode, and just stay on there forever. It's very hard to get off. So wipe that down and again, purge. And there we have it, nice silky milk. So we've got our espresso, we've got our milk, and now we just have to pop them together. Want to make sure we've agitated both our milk and our coffee as well to make sure nothing has kind of like sat at the top. Pouring it nice and slowly, creating that really golden color. And there you have it. You can turn it into a latte, a flat white, a cappuccino, whatever your heart's desire. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more tips and tricks to come. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.